I'm going to invite you to visualize yourself. Visualize yourself on a giant rock in the middle of the ocean. This could be close to shore. This could be one of those rocky cliffs that just falls to the ocean. This could be one protruding out like a little sanctuary or an island. Just imagine yourself on a giant rock and feel what comes to mind when you think of a giant rock that is protruding out of the middle of the ocean, that's large enough to support you, to hold you, to give you respite from the breaking waves, from a storm. Can you imagine what it would be like to find that sense of support, that steadiness, that fortitude, that strength that can take the beating of the weather, that can take the force of the waves and still stand strong? What happens in your body when you really give yourself over to imagining what it feels like to be upon that rock? And allow your cells, allow your tissues to completely drench themselves in that experience. And maybe while you experience yourself on that rock, or you're visualizing it and you're noticing what happens inside as you're visualizing it, can you visualize and allow and invite a little seagull perhaps? Or maybe it's a sea lion or a seal that is just going to lay itself very lazy amongst the respite and lay in the sun, or a little seagull that's going to take a moment and search out what's happening out in the ocean. Just noticing that even these delicate creatures or these little sun basking creatures can also have this strength beneath them. And just notice what happens inside, what happens around your chest, what happens in your neck, what happens in your face, what happens inside your legs. Can you feel? Now, can you feel, could you imagine that the chair beneath you or the ground that you are standing upon, can you imagine that you are on that rock? And can you feel that sense of strength? Because this is what we need when we are trying to approach conflict that we don't want to have, and yet we know we can't back away from it. This is what we need when we need to develop our boundaries, when we need to cultivate our strong sense of yes, while also offering our authentic no. And as we continue to work with tools like this, as you continue to use these little experiences, these little exercises, you will become more able to access this when you are in situations where you are caught off guard, or even ones that you know you have to walk in and advocate for yourself. Can you become the embodiment of that rock? Could you become the embodiment of that one, of that seagull, of that seal that's just so at ease, so completely soaking in the love and the support and the joy of being on that rock, of having that support? So once again, thanks for listening, and I hope that's helpful. Bye.